Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Crystal Warriors for the Sega Game Gear. Well, we got another easy battle, which seems to be the par for the course after we defeat an elemental warlord. So we just got the fire crystal back by defeating Arium. I missed the eye there in the last episode. But he was a kind of a little bit of a challenge, but this map won't be a challenge at all. So what makes this map really easy is the enemy has no healers. So yep, anytime we deal damage, they're just gonna be stuck, no way to heal themselves. So it's just a matter of whittling them down little bit by little bit. So, and we have plenty of characters who are max level and can you know, whittle the enemy down without really getting into too much trouble. So, speaking of armies and characters, we now have a full army. We recruited Tyris. She's another Wind Ranger, like Zephy. So both of the Wind characters are Rangers. We have one Firefighter, and the other Fire character is... Then we have two firefighters, and one of our water characters is a fighter, and the other one is a lord. That means they'll have different weapons that they can equip. Lords will get halberds, and the fighters will get falchions. So they can all equip the same body armor, though, the max body armor. So also stats change a little bit based on what class you are, whether you're a fighter, whether you're a lord, or whether you're a ranger. And I'll go over those stats here in a little bit. But the basic thing is the ranger will have the highest attack power, but the lowest defensive power. The fighter will have middle attack power and middle defensive power, and the lord will have the weakest attack power, but the strongest defensive power. Also, the lord will have the most hit points, the fighter will be the middle of the road, and the ranger will be the lowest hit points. So your ranger is more of the glass cannon, your fighter is the middle of the road, and your lord is more like the defensive tank. But stat-wise, a fighter at max level will have 72 hit points, 48 attack power, and 20 defense. The lord will have 76 hit points, the most hit points, the lowest attack power at 46, but the highest defensive power at 24, and the ranger will have the lowest hit points at 68, the highest attack power at 54, and the lowest defense at 15. So that's pretty much how things go. It doesn't. Also, the ranger has like the worst defensive options with the cuirass. The fighters and the lords get a thing called the hauberk, which is like a rating 3 armor. The cuirass is a rating 2 armor. The princess, she's her own little category. She'll have 65 hit points, 56 attack power, and 25 defensive power. So she pretty much beats everybody out, except in terms of hit points. But she has better attack power than even the ranger, and better defensive power than even the lord. But I guess that makes sense since he is the main character. No? She's still putting in work. But she's going to, speaking of work that she's doing, she'll end up getting her last monster, the Earth, level 4 Earth monster, the Sphinx monster. It's down there next to the Fire monster. It's the monster on the left. And that should probably give her final level. She's sitting at level 8. She's been sitting at level 8 for a while, but we've been trying to feed experience into our weaker characters, our new recruits. There will be enough experience by the end of the game to get everybody to level 9, so not much of a problem. Oh. Yeah, unfortunately we had to ration our gold, so Rami's still just stuck with that fire spell, but eventually she'll get better spells. We can have our fire characters cross that thing without worry, but there's a bunch of water creatures waiting up there. Not water creatures. I keep calling them creatures, but they're water enemies. Ooh. Uh-oh. Well, we don't want we want Iris to defeat that Sphinx monster. Unfortunately, we drew it away. And we want our other water character, Elsa, to take out that monster. And once again, we can't run from monsters. I think I've never been able to retreat from monsters, so. But it's okay, because they don't really do a lot of damage, so even if they attack, it's not a problem. And Iris gains her last level, so. So now she's well, then she just max out her things, her 9 stars. So, like I said, fills my OCD. But she's didn't gain too much with that last level. So the main thing was the magic points that she got. Drain cost 8 magic points to use, so getting another level there meant that she got to cast Drain 1 more time, so. Let's just summon a little golem here. Do a little bit of damage. Just want to weaken that guy up. Hey, Shad, a level 3, tier 3 water enemy. He looks like a guy in scuba gear. What? He has a. I guess it's fitting that he has a trident or spear. All those like mermaids and mermen in like fantasy games like Dungeons and Dragons, they all have spears. I guess you can't really swing a sword underwater, but I guess you can, thrust with a spear. Well, I guess level 2 water. Well, let's get our wind character in here. Unfortunately, she does not have a weapon, but we'll get it eventually. But these characters are weak enough that finish won't be hard to finish him off. We're weak enough. Ooh, let's send Elsa down there to capture his first fire monster. That's a level 3 monster too, so. Yeah, he looks like he is a guy in scuba gear. That guy kind of looks like he's in scuba gear too, but he just doesn't have the tank on him, the pack, the air pack. I'm thinking like Bubble Man from Mega Man. Mega Man 2, more precisely. I did a Let's Play of that, so I have another Mega Man game I still have to play. Actually, a few. There's a fan-made game, Mega Man 2 Demake. I want to play. I want to do. There's 2 fan-made games, Day in the Limelight 1, Day in the Limelight 2, where you basically play as the Robot Masters of Mega Man 1 to take on the bosses of Mega Man 2, and then in Day in the Limelight 2, you're the Robot Masters from Mega Man 2 taking on the Robot Masters of Mega Man 3, and then Mega Man X. So, still have, like I said, a few Mega Man games, but I gotta do the initial playthrough. Well, I've already done it, but I gotta do the playthrough of this game again with just the initial group party. So, and I have not been talking much about this game, this thing. So, I'm not worried about leaving characters at low HP because, like I said at the beginning, this round the enemy forces do not have any healers. So. Just whittle away, and Iris will tame her final Earth monster. So now she has a full group of monsters. Let's take out Mr. Worm here. There we go. Who's he going after? The mage. Well, this is not going to do all that well. fire would not do a lot of damage, but we'll get 6 hit points back. Won't fully heal ourselves up, but probably do more damage with that drain than fire. Let's see. We did, what, 8 last time with the thing? Yeah, 5. Could have actually used the drain. That would have been the same amount and would have healed some hit points, but oh well. Mages, we don't have to worry about magic points with them, unlike Iris. Yeah, Rami's still pretty low level, and she has way more, 18 more magic points than Iris. So we don't have to, like I said, worry about the mages or the healers actually running out of magic points. They just have so many. Look. And just slowly whittling away. So probably could have made this battle go a little bit faster if I would have concentrated all my thing, because then each enemy phase would have been less. I could also, I guess, finish this battle off if I would have just moved a character. See, their fort is exposed, so I can move a character. It doesn't matter who. It doesn't have to be your lord. Any character can just go on that the doorway of the castle, and the battle's over. But hey, we want the experience, so let's get some levels for our characters here, especially with this easy battle here. And the next battle too is also pretty easy. It's also going to be a good battle for Rami to shine in. So I know I said a few episodes ago that terrain really doesn't matter. Well, terrain for the most part doesn't matter, but in the next round, terrain will be important. But I'll point that out when we get to that level. So now, for some reason, I'm just thinking about old debates that, like, my brother and I used to have. Like, is it a level? Is it a stage? Is it a board? You know, some games call their things levels, some call them boards, some call them stages. I guess the answer is, like I said, it depends on the game. But if a game doesn't say anything, what would it be? You know, would this be a board, a stage, a level, a scenario? Don't know. Guess there's no set vernacular, set description. You know, just make it what you want. So it's like soda versus pop. Just call it whatever. I'm calling this battle all but won. So yeah, let's get some more experience for Borm here. Oh, man, his golem is doing more work than him, I think. I think that's like the 3rd or 4th enemy that I've had his monster defeat. Get Tyris to get a little bit of experience as well. Gained a level. And that clears this round, so we don't have to recruit any more characters, so now all our money can go to spells and equipment. And new equipment will start becoming available here, so like I said, we want to end up getting those halberds and falchions for our characters. This used to be a nice place before the monsters appeared. Well, we don't have too many more levels with monsters, because once we get all the crystals, there's no more monsters. So, halberd is the ultimate defensive armor for fighters and lords and the princess, so we can afford 2 of them. So let's give it to our initial recruits, Sophie and Flair. Zephy already has his best armor, the Cuirass. We got that a long time ago, so. Falchion is the best sword. We can afford one of them. Halberd is the best weapon for the lords. Borm still needs a weapon. So, Sophie and Flair have the level 1 sword, which is just called sword, but Borm doesn't have anything, so. Well, we won't be able to afford any magic, but what are they selling here? Yeah, nothing important, so. Yep, we've seen Peace and Sleep. Peace prevents spellcasters from using their spell in combat. Sleep puts characters to sleep, but with our whatchamacallit, with Orion at max level, it doesn't, he wants to fight. You know, he's not worried about enemies attacking him. Not even women and children are safe from the evil hordes of the Jinn. Well, that's why we have to take them out. What's our future? Victory depends on how you take advantage of your terrain. Yep, so we'll take advantage of the terrain here. It's a very interesting map. I'll spoil it a little bit, but basically there's a large plateau in the center. So we're going to put Romney up there, and she's going to be able to cast spells down to the right and to the left of the enemy as they approach down. So we'll form a little wall there, and then Romney will just cast spells from the high ground. So take care, have a good one, see you in that episode. Bye!